All right, 15 weeks of freedom. That's what I'm calling it. This is the first bonus episode to be coming onto the channel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a side series, I guess you could say. Like, I'm doing the whole episode in sequential order, and sometimes I just want to add on to it. Sometimes I just want to have a conversation with everybody, and I just want to talk sometimes. So this is what the bonus episodes are really going to consist of. It's just going to be like behind the scenes sort of stuff, and like just me chatting. So let me know if you guys are a fan of that moving forward. But yeah, let's just get started. I mean, dude, 15 weeks of freedom. I think that's number one, a tough title. Number two, it's pretty much what I just went through. I know I keep mentioning and bringing up that I graduated college, but it's such a fundamental piece to me in this channel that I just got to keep bringing it up. And I want to stop that trope, but like, whatever. Anyways, yeah, that was 15 weeks ago. So I literally had 15 weeks of freedom. And in that time, I expected to do a lot more. You know, I had high hopes. I had a lot of goals I wanted to achieve. And I didn't achieve or get to do most of what I had hoped. You know, and that's okay. And I think each and every one of us should be able to learn from not being able to get what we want, or just rolling with the punches, being able to adapt and change on the fly. You know, that's a very important skill. And just accepting things as they come in life. Now, I'm currently driving. You know, I just left after my first week at work. You know, peep the new haircut, you know, like. But yeah, no more bald Melly, no more braids Melly, no more curly Melly, whatever you want to call the goofy hairstyles I got. But yeah, there's a new era. I'm low-key digging this, what is it called, this hairstyle. And I was considering doing waves, but you know, I don't think that's gonna happen. My hair is not curly right now. I need to do a lot of brushing. I gotta rag up. Too much effort for me to do that. I don't know if I want to dye my hair anymore. You know, I was considering it, but like the more I think about it, like I talked to my sister about it, she was like, nah, you have to have like shorter hair. It makes more sense. Plus it's like damages your hair or something like that. It also just looks goofy if you just have full like longer hair and it's like just like blonde, let's say, like yellow hair. So, I mean, I'm still, you know, considering my options, thinking about what to do. I'm not in a rush, obviously. If I do ever shave my hair again, though, you know, I'll probably do it then. I'll probably just dye it immediately. That way my hair grows in and it has the blonde, let's say, it's bleached blonde. And then I got the black roots coming out underneath. So that would look nice, I think. And if I did go back the curly route, I think that would look cool. And that's what I was kind of going for. But if I wanted to, I would have done it earlier. Anyways, moving on. 15 weeks of freedom. I know I keep saying that. Like I said, man, had high hopes for this break, this vacation, I guess you could say, this hiatus. But, you know, I got into the hang of things. I got my diet on control. I mixed up and messed around with different, you know, diet plans, workout routines, stretching routines, running routines. I'm figuring out what works for me. The diet I really dialed in on. So I'm doing currently overnight oats just because it's easier for me to prep, so I don't have to cook anything in the morning for breakfast, and it's just easier for me to eat. I do one serving, so 40 grams of oats. I do 170 grams of Oikos Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt with 25 grams of protein, and then I do close to 120 grams of blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. I just get a bunch of berries, mix them up, and then throw them in there. Try to get those nutrients, antioxidants, up my fiber intake. I throw 30 grams of chia seeds. Yes, that fits in my macros. Yes, it's been helping a lot with my fiber intake and just me digesting. So that's tough. I throw that in, protein powder too, scoop of that, and then I mix it up. In the morning, I throw in sugar-free syrup, I think. It's 5 calories. Shout out my brother, he be buying that. I eat that, it fills me up for the day. And yeah, that's what I eat for breakfast. For dinner, I do 200 grams of chicken breast, 200 grams of ground beef. I don't really care about leanness. You know, I need some fat and protein work together to build your testosterone. It's not like I'm hitting that high. The only thing I'm hitting too much of is protein. It's almost like 200 grams, but I've dialed it down. I think it's like 190. And I'm going to incorporate, I also do 6 ounces of wild caught salmon. Very healthy, very tasty. Oh my God. No carbs really in that meal. I'm going to incorporate edamame. I was going to do green peas. And then I looked at like the nutrition facts about green peas, corn, and edamame. Edamame has the most fiber and protein for the lowest amount of calories. So I'm going to start incorporating that in. But yeah, overall, man, doing really well. Not really a lot of supplementing protein, which I'm a fan of because that messes with my gut. It makes me gassy, makes me, it makes me bloated. But the fiber's been a ton of help, man. Oh my God. Anyways, enough about my diet. Took the last couple weeks off of working out and running just to like dial in, get my sleep right for work. Work has been nice. First couple weeks on, not really doing too much, just orientation, getting access to all the software that I need. I am an engineer, so that's pretty cool. I'll probably stay with the company I see myself with this company for a while. Going into the job market, I was always like, man, I'm a job hopper like crazy. I did that a lot with my internships. I interned with this company twice, and I had a total of 4 internships. I messed around, tried getting more opportunities, and then I kind of got fed up. One of the things that I'm going to talk about is, taking a break. So I highly recommend, before starting your job, if you get a full-time offer after an internship, definitely ask for like an extension, or like see how late you can start. Bro, when you start working full-time, you're going to work pretty much for the rest of your life. You're going to want some time to enjoy. Now, a lot of people can be like, no, I need the money, bro. I'm going to be honest, bro. You don't need the money that bad. If you got $1,000 to your name, let's say, after college, bro, you're fine for a few months. I mean, even like grocery shopping, bro, I spend $280, not even $300. I do the math out. I track my finances, which I highly recommend you guys do. Bro, I spend $280 on all this per month. Greek yogurt, chicken breast. I get 40 pounds of chicken breast a month, 40 pounds of salmon, 40 fillets. I get 10 pounds of ground beef. So I eat pretty much 2 pounds of all those meats every week. Do the math out, fact check me, whatever, I don't care. I spend less than $300 a month. Now, if you have 3 months that's off from school to work, that's $900. You breaking that 1,000. Now, I know there's other expenses, but I'm just giving you a ballpark for if you just wanted to focus on diet. Anyways, I had other goals I wanted to do. I had other videos I wanted to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the series I've been working on. I guess you could say the first 3 episodes. I did the fresh start with the going bald to bald in episode 1. Episode 2 was the 21 days without eating. So fresh start right into a fresh fast. All right, I'm building a story. Right after I do this super hard fast that was extremely challenging, I do the 10,000 calorie challenge. It was episode 3. That was very fun to edit. It was not fun to do. And in hindsight, the way I imagined it was, the way I did it was I planned it out ahead of time, planned out how much I was going to spend, if I wanted to spend that much. I had other ideas I wanted to do, but we're here. We ended up choosing that one. I think that was probably the best route to go after a 21-day fast, is do the 10,000 calorie. It was also like a final send-off to me being a big bag. So I'm retired, but this is like a WWE type of retirement. It's like a fake retirement. I'll come back whenever I want to, whenever I feel like it. I have a bunch of other things I want to do, besides just this channel. I got a full-time job. I thank God I work 4 by 10. So that means I work 10 hours, 4 days a week. So I get Thursday night until Sunday off. So I'm going home Thursday. My weekend starts. It's like a mini vacation every time. And anytime there's a holiday, bro, I'm cashing in crazy amounts of time. That's number one. I'm thankful for that. So I get to actually focus on myself. I'm gonna start working out again at the gym in our facility, which is pretty nice. I get machines now, so hopefully a lot more growth. I know I'm doing the whole background check, or not the background check. I'm doing the whole physique checks, weight checks in the background. I'm trying to do that video at the same time. And I was doing the daily selfies, but I low-key might quit on that. I took a picture every day for 365 days. Bro, it takes me too long to set up. I don't do selfies anyways, so I set up a tripod and I take a picture using the back camera so it gets a better picture of my face instead of like the front camera. But anyways, what else do I want to talk about, man? Yeah, like bro, goals that I had that I wanted to accomplish. I mean, I had some videos I wanted to throw out there. They're in the archive now. There was one I was going to do where it was 24 hours of eating. That's not going to happen. I don't think that's ever going to happen. And look, I was planning it to be eat every hour on the hour. So it's just going to be eat, hop in a car, go somewhere else, eat, hop in a car, go somewhere else, and just 24 times throughout a day. And I had it pretty much planned. I just had to do like the routing, figure out what places to go to first, how much I'd be spending, what I'd buy. I was of course going to do this with other people. We were probably going to split the meals, like order one meal and all 3 of us, 4, however many people were going to be there, we're going to split it and eat it. that got shut down. I mean, I had a couple friends I was gonna do it with, but you know, they're busy. I'm busy. Schedules never lined up, so I was like, all right, whatever. I got a couple other plans I want to do. I wanted to do a New Haven pizza tour. So New Haven is the pizza capital of the United States. So yeah, we were just gonna go to every single pizza shop in New Haven and just rate them, vibe out that day, just chill out, have fun, eat some food. Maybe you see some familiar faces in that video. We'll see what happens. I want to do a full eat the whole Dave's menu. I want to eat the whole Taco Bell menu. You know, stuff like that. Bringing in unique videos. I want to say they're unique. They're not that unique when you get into the niche, I guess you could say. So just working on videos like that. I am working on episode 4, and that was fun. I went to SummerSlam for 2 days. First ever 2-day SummerSlam. Legendary. John Cena's last one. He's retiring. I was never a fan of WWE. I was when I was a kid. I was a big Rey Mysterio fan. I never really understood wrestling. But when I got to the event, bro, oh my God, number one, the fan base is pretty much what you'd expect. You know, Discord mod build, smell bad, have no life. But I will say, probably the most loyal fan base, loyal community, whatever you want to call it, I've ever seen in my life. And I've been to a decent amount of events, concerts, UFC fights, basketball games. The most loyal and the most hype fan base I've ever seen. Wrestling, you know, you could say it's fake. It's not fake, it's scripted. That's what my newfound understanding is. So like, all this is just, the way I put it out to people now is it's circus gladiators. That's the way I like to word it. It's a fight to you know, entertain the people, entertain the masses, but at the same time, it's all planned out. Now it looks unsafe, and it is, but it's all scripted, and they all know what they're doing, so they know what's coming next. So they're prepared for, you know, those punches, those blows, those slams. So that's the circus aspect, is like they all know that they can handle the unsafe aspects of that job, and then the gladiators aspect is they're fighting each other to entertain the masses. So that was a tough video. I mean, I don't want to edit it, but I have to, and it's coming soon. It's a little longer. It's taking a little longer than I'd hoped, but I got so much footage that I just don't even want to touch it. It's a lot of little clips. I got a lot of the fights. I did other things. We went to American Dream, whatever. I had a bunch of other goals I want to accomplish. I didn't get to do it, and I'm okay with it, man. I'm still like learning this, you know, editing these videos for this channel. I have 3 other channels. I have a total of 4 channels right now. One of them is a gaming channel I might just like stop posting on. I haven't posted on that. What used to be a weekly, 2 videos a week, and that helped me learn a lot. I was very fundamental in learning how the YouTube game works, the algorithm works. And now that I understand it, I've been applying it to the second channel that I made. Learning the algorithm and understanding how YouTube works, I know how to make videos. I know what titles work. I know what settings to use. I know what thumbnails, title combinations to do in order to gain viewer traction. You gotta do the niches. You gotta do specific topics that will garner a lot of people to, you know, click on those videos, attractive thumbnails, you know, that and those titles, they work together. They have to be seamless. And the more I understand that, I apply it to this new channel that I made. And that one has been doing really, really well. My third channel is, I haven't posted on it. 0 subscribers, 0 subs, 0 like, 0 everything. It's gonna be a passion project. I'm not gonna say what I want to do with that, but it'll be tied to a project in the future, hopefully. That's my goal for it. And then for this is my 4th channel, of course, Melly. This is my only IRL vlogging channel. This is the only one you ever see my face in, so I like to keep it as authentic, as real as possible. Like I always say, I like doing challenges. I want to see what works in this new space that I'm working with. And I kind of just want to document my life. So it's going to be hard working on 4 channels at once. I'm probably going to do 2 at once. I really want to try to like make a video for my other channel that actually pops off like once a week. Right now it's like I can, and I'm getting adjusted to the work schedule, work-life balance. And then I have other things I want to do at home. I have other video ideas, just, you know, figuring things out. And then I want to go on trips too. It's hard, man. It's hard, but it is okay. And that's the main premise of this video, man. 15 weeks of freedom. There's only so much that I could have did in those 15 weeks. And in my head, I wanted to do a lot more. and I didn't, and that's okay. And I'm dealing with that fact that, you know, that time is up, but that doesn't mean I don't have any more time in life. I think that's an important lesson. I think a lot of us tend to move very quickly in life, and we're always on to the next thing. We're not too good at, you know, being grateful for the time we have and the experiences that we've already been through. And those opportunities, man, you know, I'm always chasing the next opportunity. Opportunity is always good. I don't like closing any door. I think that's a good thing to put emphasis on. Again, like I said, with those take a break off from work, I tried to get another internship. I've been trying for a whole year. I've been applying to internships. I did have a lot of offers, I will not lie, but they were just not what I was looking for. In this stage, you know, I already had the full-time set in stone. I already have a fire resume without even having a full-time job. And then, you know, coming in a full-time, it's just going to get stacked up even more. So I was looking to, you know, create a foundation for my future and what I actually want to do in life. Not just work as an engineer, but what I want to do ahead of that. You know, do I want to get a master's degree? That's what I'm, you know, dealing with right now. And it's definitely been in my head. Do I want to do a rotational program with this company? You know, stuff like that. And then, do I want to get a part-time weekend job because I have 3 days off every week and get a boatload of money? Or do I want to focus on these other ventures that I want to do? Do I want to focus on YouTube? Do I want to like put all the time and effort into that route and put a bunch of eggs in that basket outside of just my work? And will that have a big ROI? Will that give me a big return on my investment? And then just seeing what else I can do. So yeah, I mean, dude, I tried getting another job. I tried moving to a different state for some time just for an internship. Didn't work out, and I'm happy it didn't work out. You know, looking back, I'm grateful for a ton of things. It's just more life, man. There's just so much more ahead of me, and I'm thinking that there's nothing left. And like I said, man, take that break. You don't need to rush into anything. You don't need to rush into a job. You don't need to rush into an internship. Enjoy the little things. I've been able to focus on my health and my diet. Some things I haven't focused up on yet, my hair care. You know, I really want to, you know, start looking into making sure my hair is healthy. Skincare is a big thing. Drinking enough water. Going on more runs. Those are just some things I want to do. And I have a ton of goals. For this channel specifically, I could talk about, I mean, I already brought up the other eating challenges I want to do. I want to do videos where I'm in, like, hey, I go to a different state or a different country. Let's say I go to Italy. Let's say 72 hours in Italy. Let's say I'd spend 3 days in like a specific city, like Rome. 72 hours in Rome. I want to do a 72-hour series. Let's say I'll go to Canada, 72 hours in Toronto, 72 hours on Ontario. I don't know, all the freaking provinces, all the cities, whatever you want to call them, whatever they are. Anyways, like, I want to do a series like that. I have a ton of series that I want to do that I think would look nice and would be fun to just document and just vlog. And yeah, I mean, I'm still working with that fact that I have so much more I want to do. And just because I took a break doesn't mean it's my last break. And just because you have responsibilities and a bunch of priorities that are more important than other things doesn't mean you should shut down the opportunities that come your way and other ventures you want to take in life. So yeah, this is just like me talking, man. Like I said, bonus episode number 1. I don't know what other bonus episodes I'm going to have. They may be shorter than this. They may be longer than this. They may just be me talking, but I think it's just, for what I'm anticipating, it's going to be more behind the scenes. Not as much actual video content, but this is the first bonus episode. And maybe I do different series. I have other things in the works right now. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to talk about it right now or actually deliver on it. Maybe that comes up in a different bonus episode that, hey, I was going to do X and it didn't happen. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Quick little video. This is probably going to be really uncut. It's just me talking. Hopefully you guys watched the 21-day water fast video. That one was really just me talking to the camera and talking about my feelings about the challenge specifically. It wasn't really talking about anything else besides like physical, what I was doing physically, like working out, running, my mental, emotional state during that time, and just drinking water. But I want to talk about other things. I don't want to just sticking to the trope, fitness for fatness. That was like a big theme that I thought was funny. I was going to put in my bio. It was just fitness for fatness. I do a crazy eating challenge and I do a crazy fitness challenge. I mean, you know, that's what it was looking like right now. So, but you'll see with the 4th episode that it is a very different look and feel. It's actually a vlog of what I did. We went to Jersey, me and my boy Busy. If this video comes out before then that's what it is. We went to SummerSlam. We went to American Dream. Got some food. Got some good eats. And we just vibed out for two days. I was considering calling that 48 hours in Jersey. I was going to start my X hours in blank city series, which, you know, I think is going to be fire. I want to go to a bunch of different hot spots in America. I want to experience different things. I just want to experience life, man. And, you know, if that goes down the road of me going to traveling, going to different countries, then I want to do that too. But again, take the break. Highly recommend it. Just to wrap up the video, take the break. Do not just jump into work. You're going to thank yourself. Your body's going to thank you. Maybe your boss won't, but look, if they say, yeah, you could start in 3 months, start in 3 months, man. There's no rush for money. The money will come. And I'm not rich as hell, bro. I don't got that many P's in my bank account right now. But sure as hell, I know it's coming. And I know I got plans to make more money. And, you know, I got side things that get me money, so I'm not worried about money. So take the break. Go travel. Start a new project. Get something else going that's not just work. Get a new hobby. Get in the gym. Go on some runs. Start hiking. Start swimming. Start new sports. Stuff like that, man. I mean, I'm about to start getting back into MMA, hopefully. Those are my 15 weeks of freedom. Yes, I was able to accomplish a lot. No, I wasn't able to accomplish everything I wanted to, and that's okay. And we're dealing with that. And we're trying to go forward and look towards new opportunities, new ventures in life, get new hobbies. Just grow every day. That's really what the message of this video is. Even though it was a limited amount of time, and that's really all I had in terms of freedom, I still was able to learn a lot about myself, get new experiences, have fun, start the vlogging channel that I've been, you know, working on starting. I started this channel that I wanted to for a whole year now. And yeah, I mean, I could do another bonus episode on just that, how I started a YouTube channel. Maybe I'll do that for the next one. And why I started and why I wanted to start vlogging and how I did it. Maybe I'll do that about my other channels, which I'm never going to reveal to the world. Don't quote me, because maybe I do. But as of right now, I don't want to. And probably for the next year, I don't want to. But I will be working on the second channel for a majority of my time on the weekends. And maybe I get another job. And maybe I get back into MMA. But who knows? And you know what? I'm looking forward to the future. And so should each and every single one of you. And just because you started a job doesn't mean you're in the rat race. Yes, you are. But that doesn't mean you can't look to find a way out. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I still want to work. I think having that job security is very important. So I'm going to keep it up. I want a full-time job. But I want the ability to not have to work. I want to work for job security and to be able to grow and understand and maybe one day open up my own company. I'm just saying things just to, you know, plant some seeds in your head of, you know, what I want or what you want to do. And yeah, just grow, man. That's all it is. I had those 15 weeks of freedom. I was able to do what I did. I look back on it happy, knowing that I actually tried to do something. That's my message. Don't look at time and regret it. Look at those opportunities to grow. It's not a loss, it's a lesson. But anyways, hope you guys like the new series that I'm working on. I guess you could say this is just me talking to the camera. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the future, what you want for the next bonus episode. If you guys want another face-to-face, just talking, behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, it's been Melly, guys. Catch y'all in the next video.